Losad Lavai after Tchiyas HaMesim, when there will be a father and a child that will stand up with Tchiyas HaMesim, will the mitzvah of Kibbud Av V'Eim apply? That if the child, if his mechuyev to give honor to his father, or not?
Why not?
What's this about?
Because the svara that it should apply is because it's his father. It's his father.
That's common sense.
Well, why not?
Because the father and the child are now revived in Tchiyas HaMesim. It's a new guf, it's a new body, and there's no relationship between them. The guf that the father gave birth to passed away, and once the guf passes away and the guf decomposes, and then Tchiyas HaMesim, the Eibishter creates a new guf. So it's like a new person. It's a new person, and therefore there's no relationship between the father and the son. By Kibbud Av V'Eim, there's a svara to say that even if it is a new guf, there will still be the mitzvah of Kibbud Av V'Eim. Even if there will be no kurva, there's no relationship mitzad the guf, but still there will be a mitzvah of Kibbud Av V'Eim. So, the Rebbe brings in the Sicha in Chelik Lamed Vav. The Rebbe is masber that when it comes to the mitzvah of Kibbud Av V'Eim, there's two reasons for the mitzvah of Kibbud Av V'Eim. There's the mitzvah of Kibbud Av V'Eim al pi seichel, which is the fact that Rebbe brings there the chinuch. The chinuch says that a father raised a child and he gave him to eat, he gave him to drink, he provided everything he needs from a young age, he took care of him, he let him chulu. So therefore, it's a kodas hatev to pay the respect and the honor for what the father and mother did for you. That's the simple pshat of Kibbud Av V'Eim. But then the Rebbe brings the Ramban. The Ramban in Parshas Yisro says that the mitzvah of Kibbud Av V'Eim is that when you mechabed your parents, you have to be mechabed them because it's kovid hakel. You're being mechabed the Eibishter by being mechabed your parents. Why? So the Ramban says because the parents are mishtatev b'yitzirasai of the neshama. When a person gets created, so there's the Av V'Eim, and then there's the Eibishter that gives the Neshama, and the Av and the Eim are mamshich the Neshama into the world. That's the reason why you have to be mechaber the parents. And the Rebbe there is masber that Bechlal, the whole Koyach HaIlada, to give birth, and it's just to continue one generation to the next, is a Koyach of Ein Seif. The whole musig that it goes from one generation to the next it comes from the Koyach HaEin Seif. So the fact that the parents are mamshech koyach ha'ein soif in the world, that's the sibah why you have to give them the kovid, the kibbud av v'eim. Kumtais, that kibbud av v'eim is not a mitzvah that's connected just to the guf. Mitzad, the union of kibbud av v'eim that's connected to the guf. That's the hakodas hatev, that this person, with the koyches of the guf that he has, this father, with the koyches of the guf that he had, worked hard on my behalf to provide for me all my needs for my guf, so I should pay respect to him. So mitzad the kibbud av v'eim from the guf, yeah, so that's a mitzvah that only applies if there is a connection between one guf and the other. Then you could start clearing b'negei to Losad Lavi. Is it a new guf? Is it not a new guf? But the mitzvah of kibbud av v'eim is deeper than that. The mitzvah of kibbud av v'eim is mitzvah the neshama. The neshama of the father and the child is always connected. That's something that doesn't go away.